A new COVID-19 case on record. Good evening, I'm Jiminy DeSwain. Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. Thanks so much for tuning in. Topping news, health officials confirming a new COVID-19 case today. According to the dashboard, we now have 103 cases. The new case confirmed here in the capital is said to be a 52-year-old woman with no travel history. She is said to be in home isolation. There remains one person in hospital, which to health officials suggests the protocols put in place are working. The chief medical officer, Dr. Pearl McMillan, talks about the work to be done on the outcome of testing in Bimini following that lockdown.
Health, we are, I would say, pleased that we are down to one person hospitalized, having had 103 testing positive. But we certainly need to continue to keep our, surveillance and keep our public health measures in front of persons and in front of the nation, to ensure that we continue to move forward positively as we begin the opening up and removing some of the restrictions.
Speaking to ZNS News Saturday, the chief medical officer says health officials are pleased that there has been no resurgence of COVID-19 cases. The fact that there are only 11 deaths is also somewhat of a positive takeaway that health protocols are working. The borders are also closer to reopening, with the country now at phase 4.
We have enhanced our surveillance across all of our family islands, given that we are having the inter-island movement. Persons who are asymptomatic can spread the virus. But, we realized that we could not remain in a position of, inactivity, no movement about. So with every restriction, we realized that movement of a particular or decreasing that restriction introduces some level of risk. But certainly within the health system and within, the public health sector, we are seeking to be prepared for any eventualities.
The island of Bimini recently completed its 2-week lockdown.
We have tested an additional, 18 or 19 persons, and we're doing pretty well. We've not had any new cases in Bimini for 21 days. That is also on the dashboard. So certainly it seems as if the lockdown in Bimini has been working. And it serves to show us that what is being said about decreasing transmission by physical distancing and doing the necessary prevention measures can work.
There are now 62 recovered cases, 30 active cases. 2,194 persons have been tested. For now, the chief medical officer is urging persons to continue adhering to protocols as COVID-19 remains a threat, even as a new normal takes shape.
We have to remember to do the things that decrease the likelihood of transmission of this virus, such as wearing of your mask, continue with the respiratory hygiene, not, coughing. If you are feeling ill, you need to stay home. If you're going back into the workplace or even at home, the virus is going to remain with us, and we have to continue to keep it in the forefront of our minds that, the potential of being infected and infecting others remains.